Hey friends, hey, Nicole here. I always say it, but man, I hope I'm on the right mic. Let's just double check. Tell me if you can hear me, that you can hear me. It looks good on my side. So if you're listening, if you're watching, give me a hey, hello. Tell me where you're at. Tell me where in the world you are, whether that's at your desk or at home office like I am. Tell me where you're at. Today, I want to start off the way that I like to start off any of the toolkits, any of the things that we're working on or we're testing and we're bringing to you is a tool that can build your business. That's for sure. Who likes things that are simple, easy, effective? I like all those things. Believe it or not, I know some of you are thinking some of these techie things, Nicole, are not simple or easy. But you know what though? I do try to bring them to you if they're simple, easy, and most importantly to me, if they're effective. I want these to work and grow your business. So it's just a matter of finding out how do they implement into yours. So if you're here with me, let me know even on the replay. Let me read to you a little bit of mindset over from the one, the only, the leader of the brand that you may know it as Just Do It from Nike, Phil Knight. Uh, his team came up with that. I bet you he came up with it. I bet you he just like walked into a creative marketing brainstorm, was like, just do it, just get it done. And then that became the slogan. But here's what he says that I want to share with all of you today. Today's quote of the day that I'm thinking of all day long: play by the rules, but be ferocious. Have I shared that one before? I hope not, because it's so good. I really don't think I have, but play by the rules, but be ferocious by Phil Knight. And I would encourage you to do the same thing. Of course, play by the rules, of course, but go after it. Be aggressive with some kindness, of course, but be ferocious. I love it. So let's jump into it. I'm going to share my screen and let me know you see my screen when it's up. Let's see, present, share screen. And okay, looks good. Looks good. This is Munch, getmunch.com. Excited for you to see it. Is it large enough for you to see? Someone's gonna have to tell me. I can no longer see you, my friends. Ah, there you are. Okay, yeah, looks good. Okay, so this is getmunch.com. I learned about it scrolling through Instagram. It might have been an ad, but it looked very influencer-like ad. It was like scrolling through, and someone was like, "What if you could take your long form content?" How many of you know I have a podcast? Please say yes. We know, Nicole. But so we have a podcast. So we have some long form content. I also do this show, if you will, this weekly toolkit, and that's some long form content. We're going to be here for anywhere between 5 minutes to 15 minutes, and that's long form content. And what if I'm not doing enough reels, shorts, clips, things like that to get attention? Hi, spoiler, I'm not. I haven't been, but you may have been seeing more of it coming out lately. So let's dance with this little guy Munch here for a second. It says, you're already making great content. Let's put it to work. So that's right. How many of you use Zoom and you record Zoom in your business right now? And like you say something brilliant, but you're like, man, I wish that would go live somewhere else in the ether, right? Well, now you can, and now you can do it quickly. So here is what Munch has done for us in a matter of a few clicks. Can I log in? Let's see. Start now. Let me get logged in here. Okay, and I just want to give a shout out to Fizza Raza Photography. She asked about what is our workflow, and I said I'm going to show you a tool and what we're doing, and then I can talk through a little bit about our workflow and how we've been doing all of these sorts of things without Munch. But I want to really show off the tool. I think that's all we'll do for right now. We'll just show off this tool. So here are snippets of our podcast, and I say snippets, and it's really important that I say snippets because we're taking just sections of it. Because if we uploaded the entire podcast, number one, it would take a long time. And Munch munches it down, clips it up into these little bite-sized bits, these 30 seconds, these 60 seconds, these 15 seconds. You can go see them on any of the pages that you might follow me at. You're seeing more and more of them come out. And it's because Munch is going in there. Instead of our podcast manager, Crystal, pulling out her favorite 12 things from an episode, now she just has to upload part of the show or most of the show or this entire show, this toolkit show, and uploads it straight away. And then it starts to use up the number of minutes. So they have a free option. We're on a paid plan, so I think we get 100 minutes. And it starts to munch that up, clip it up for you. I love that it's called Munch. We all love it here because we're Smart Cookie. So we love, like, all of you Smart Cookies now have something to munch your long form. And in here is where we now have all these little clips. So let's see, takeaways from growing and promoting your team. So today's episode dropped with author Rob Matthews. I highly recommend you giving it a listen. But you could also just listen to some of the takeaways. So that's at the end of our podcast episode. Go listen there. Sure, you'll get all the immediate laughs in one flow. But if you wanted to see just the little bits, Crystal will have them out and posted all the places. So we just uploaded it. It takes out all the little bits. This one says it's 46 seconds of me talking, 21. Matt and I go back and forth, 15, 20, 40 seconds. So AI, through the power of AI, and everyone, that's kind of been like a bad word lately in the marketing world. Like, we're not sure if it's taking over, right? Artificial intelligence, for those of you who aren't sure. And it's taking what we've said and it's giving it a score. It's saying, hey, this is high search probability. And you know what? This is the trending topic. You guys should put that out to the world. It says, is the coherence score high? And it says it's high, that it's not low, meaning was the full clip like really coherent? Is it going to be effective? This is something new that I haven't seen. It says it's created for, and it shows Facebook. This one says YouTube Shorts. So that's really interesting to me too. Like, are they saying that one is doing better than the other? I don't know. We've just been posting them all the places. And then she can even edit it. So if she's like, oh, it cut off the laugh or it cut off a word, she could tap in and she can edit it straight away. And then when she's ready to export it, it's also, so check this out. So let's look at this one.
And hope they're prepared, but instead helping
Yes.
prepare them, train them, support them, mentor them.
This is
Yes, definitely. I'll say that
you
his
always read-
notion that
wait,
we've done.
guys, you got to quit talking in my ear. You should always read these before you just like post them. That's for sure. Nothing is copy and paste in AI, in my opinion. You should always make sure that it sounds like you, or it sounds coherent, it sounds effective, it makes sense for your brand. So give it a listen, but at least it gets you started, right? They do have an option where you can just like publish straight away. Twitter is in beta, Facebook straight away. We have other ways of doing that we prefer, but this tool, GetMunch, is making it so easy for so many of us. Now, I've told you all the things that we love about it, right? It takes a bunch of long form video, it clips it right away. It gives you like a way to start with a caption that's fantastic, that matches, makes sense if somebody's listening and reading. I love all of that. It's a time saver. Crystal doesn't have to go pick them out. Here's what I don't love: the quality of the video. What happens is, in our wide landscape format, it's a clean, clear video. Like, it's fine if we put that up on YouTube. But this one, it crops and zooms in on our faces. So the video quality goes way down. And I don't know if you're out there, but quality on all the things matters. I've found that the feedback has been, oh, that was actually the quality of the tool you used, because I just figured it was a bad connection. Like, I had a bad signal. I still enjoyed the video, which I appreciate that. We're like, sometimes internet's iffy. So that's cool. Like, I'm happy about that, because we're really thrilled just to be able to get it out to all of you and to share with you like these little bite size, these little hooks that can maybe get you off to your day in a whole new way. So tell me what you think. Would you use it? Let me find who I did this for. Fizza, where are you? Are you here with me? I wanted to see if you had any questions on what else I can show you about it. Hey, Kristen's here with me. Best hope your nose is clean. It's so true. So like, now we're gonna have to do like a teeth check, a nose check, make sure there's no like goopy mascara. Not for Matt so much, but for me, it's so true. So true. So Kristen, would you use this? Do you guys use Zoom for anything, any longer calls, any longer format? You guys are king and queen. No, it's you. It's all you. You're queen and making sure your team is putting out so many, just so many fun, lighthearted, just warm, I don't know, just, I feel like you can win and warm people with humor all the time. I believe that. And you do that so well on yours. So yeah, so I didn't think you used a lot of long form. But when you do, if you do, or the next podcast that you're on, or even go back to that old podcast you were on, if you ever want to share those clips, you could ask, I know that podcast, you know that podcast. What's the name of it? It's Clockwork Podcast, but I don't know if they call it Run Like Clockwork or not. But you could ask for those clips, like you could ask for the entire podcast and you could run it through and you could clip it. So yeah, videos that are direct to customers. Yeah, so I totally get it. But it is really, really fantastic way that if you needed to, if you did do some type of long form with a customer, you're either walking them through somewhere, it would be easy to be able to do that. But I feel like you guys have a handle on it, that you can just quick record or whatever the pieces are that you wanted to do. So I know somebody else is going to be going and doing more lives like we do here. And she was like, maybe I shouldn't be doing them live. Maybe what I should be doing is recording them. This is live. So let me talk through our process for that. So I said, don't lose the element of live. Everybody loves when there's a real human out on the internet. And it's rare. It's like a unicorn, like, oh, wait, somebody's here, right? When they're engaging, things like that. Um, but instead, don't lose the live. Instead, if you put it through something like StreamYard, like I do, then you can export it out because she's doing lives on Instagram, and so you would lose them. But if you so that one has to go direct to Instagram. You can still save those though, and you still be able to download them. So I wouldn't want to lose the element of live. Go live when you can. StreamYard lets me go live through YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. Hey to all of you right now. Say hey to me if you're listening all those places. I hear us LinkedIn folks, if we're there, we don't want to like leave our fingerprints on too many places because it's sometimes the middle of the day when I do these. So I get it. Just, later come and say hi to me or that you were on the replay or just send me a DM. Let me know if it's helpful. But we at least push out and go live, and then we can export at the highest quality we can possibly get. And so that's what my team has been doing is we're still going live, or we can go live through StreamYard. If this wasn't such an on-screen demo, then I would have also set up my phone to go live on Instagram, but I don't when it's something like it's not fair that Instagram can't see it, so I don't do that. I'll just share with them and tell them come look at the replay. And then from there, after we have that video asset, we just weren't doing enough with this particular. This is very meta. If you're following me, say yes, I'm following you. So we take this exact video and then we would just let it live there and then occasionally send it out to people. And now with Munch, it's like opened up this whole new world of, well, we don't just have to only clip our podcasts as assets and media that we can put out. We could clip these. And there will be something I say that's less than a minute or 90 seconds or 15 seconds here, like maybe the bit about Just Do It came from Phil Knight at Nike and how he also is the one who brings us play by the rules, but be ferocious, right? That right there could end up being a clip that Munch would clip out for us and be ready to go in seconds, right? And how great, like now we can actually put these out into the world and get a few more eyeballs on it. Now, like I said, we're still testing it. We're still trying to figure out, Crystal has been trying to figure out, is it still worth it that she downloads, uploads, it renders and it does happen fast. And then she exports out. Is that completely clean part of her workflow? Does she need to use Munch to actually also post? We don't like third-party posting platforms. It usually it just doesn't do very well with reach. So we're trying to work that out, and we're still kind of stuck on, are they going to get past the video quality? Like how do we get past that? And they said their engineers are working on it. So I think that'll be the big rub for us. And then a matter of how do we, how do our people engage with it? So that's the process. That's what we're up to. That's what we're doing. Thank you, Fizza, for asking. She asked me about this about a week or so ago, and I said, I don't want to show you yet because we are in the middle of like working it out for us. But I wanted to at least get it to you now while we have some feedback on like, we're happy with parts of it. And then we're still working out these other things. So if you have any questions or if you have a tool you want me to demo something like this for you in your business, I'm here for it. And I only know that these are helpful when you tell me. So I hope to see you next week and we'll talk soon.